I'm just gonna cleanse the energy for this reading, and this reading is to cover what's going on with your career, what's going on with your home, like if you're gonna be moving, and what's going on with your person. This is a Wheel of Fortune incense, so it will also help turn things in your favor in all three of these areas if you accept the intentions. Let's pull a card to kind of get the energy of each section. Whoa. Okay, so I'm seeing like in your home life, there's something about where you're living that just doesn't click right. Like there's a little bit of tension, and I see that you're working hard to balance things out, but there's just a little bit of tension. Yeah. You have a lot of hope that things will work out, but I feel like you have this like inner knowing that you're gonna have to take action to leave where you're at. If you're feeling called to go somewhere in the Midwest specifically, I think that will be somewhere for you that will be really joyous. Like especially somewhere like warmer, like, I don't know if this is the Midwest, but maybe Arizona, if that's something that's called to you. I think that is something that you would learn a lot from and discover a lot from there. Now, if you are considering moving, it seems like it won't be as hard as you think it will, but you will have to leave some things behind, like perhaps a lover of sorts. But I think you'll be more empowered and find a community that's more fitting for what you need, like a new beginning for yourself, if you do decide to take this step forward. Yeah. I think it will be really fruitful, and honestly, I see you manifesting this easier than you think you would be able to. Like, you may have had a lot of, I'm sensing like where you've been, you may have gone through a lot of difficult situations wherever you are right now, and it's almost like you need to cut clean and go somewhere else because that old energy of like of not getting what you deserve, not getting what you want, it's like seeping into every part of your life. The energy is floating around. Maybe you've been in the same home where some sort of breakup happened, or a home that you used to argue a lot in. Whatever it is, there is a call for a new beginning. There is a call for you to focus. Focus on thinking about what it is that would make you most passionate and excited for where you live, and also what feels just, like what feels, it's like almost like a sense like you don't deserve to be in the place where you're at, like you've outgrown this energy. You're ready for a new start. You're ready to go towards something that's more emotionally fulfilling, and you'll actually find a community that is more aligned with you there. A community that perhaps you've been looking for and you just couldn't figure out how to get to it. But I do see like you've spent some time alone, like reconsidering and trying to get a bigger picture, and that little nudge you have to move is your little hint as to what will make you feel in more control of your life. Now, when it comes to love, I see that you've been really working on healing yourself. I feel like you've been like noticing little, like maybe you go throughout the day and you'll realize you're like being mean to yourself or being hard on yourself, and you're trying to stop those habits. You're trying to stop being so conflicted with yourself, and you're trying to give yourself more understanding. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying, like, yes, you have goals. Yes, you're trying to push forward, but you want to make sure that you feel like good enough rather than accomplished enough, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like almost like diving into the depth of your like own feelings has actually led you to begin a new venture, a new way of seeing partnerships. And it's almost like your mindset has completely changed, and it's more faith-based than it was in any of your previous years. And you're also looking at things glass half full rather than glass half empty. However, I feel like you're still not completely satisfied. Like, you haven't gotten or met maybe or seen definitive proof of a relationship that will bring you this material satisfaction. But I feel like something is about to pop in, and honestly, it may come together with this move. Now, let's see what's going on with the person who you have around you right now. It was like felt pretty jumbled. I almost like feel called to ask, like, do you really feel passionate about this person? Or are you just like kind of going along with it? Yeah, there's some sort of disappointment here. Like, it's good, but it's not your dreams. It's time to take a really hard look at what you actually want, what you actually desire, and it's time to be honest. It's almost like, so Two of Swords is classically depicted as a woman holding two swords blindfold, trying to make a decision, but like blindfolding herself, like acting like she can't see. Like, you're avoiding a decision that you know you have to make because it's almost like you don't want to have to deal with the accountability of it because there's something that's not fulfilling you. I feel like the person you have in your life, if you have someone in your life, is not the person you actually want to manifest. It's not the person who will lead to your 10 of coins. It's not the person who's going to make you feel like you've gotten all your dreams come true. And I think you like sense this deep down, like, you know, this is somebody who isn't worthy of your marriage, but you're scared to start anew. You're scared that if you go looking for something new, you're going to end up with something worse. Like, you're too scared to let go of what you have, even though it's not exactly what you want. You're scared that if you let go of it, you won't get exactly what you want, and then that's the best. Like, it's almost some sort of lack mentality, and you are chaining yourself to something unnecessarily because of this. But then also there's this factor of, like, you have so much empathy. Like, you just have so much love, and you also want to heal and help others, and it's almost like you care about this person. You know that they're like, you're over here, you're the empress, you know, you're everything, and they're going through a lot of hardship. Like, they're going through a lot of changes, honestly, but they're not your match. They're not on your level. If anything, they're a king and you're an empress, which, yeah, is impressive for them, but you are already all four queens in one, and they're only a king of swords. They only can think things through. They're not set up in the material, they're not set up in their emotions, and they're not set up in their passion. Like, they don't know what they're passionate about. You know what you're passionate about. And you know that they can't give you what you're looking for. Yeah, the Magician reversed again, which shows that you know this isn't your manifestation. You know this isn't your ultimate dream. So why are you sticking around? I think it's not an entirely selfish decision. It's not just about, like, you not being ready to move into the future, but it's also about you wanting to inspire them, you wanting them to get to the point where they can grow and change, you wanting to help them because you care about them, you wanting to teach them how to create magic for themselves. Let's see what role this person was meant to play in your life. Oh. This person has a lot of, like, first of all, I'm seeing, like, financial constraints, closed off heart. This person is somebody who is trying to move forward, but they can't even be what you, like, deserve or need. This person is somebody who doesn't see the possibilities. They're still learning how to appreciate what they have. Even, like, when you try, if you have tried to give them your love, like, this is somebody who just, like, doesn't know how to receive it. I'm also getting, like, they're almost, like, jealous of you in a sense. Like, they're not, like, trying to undermine you. Like, they wouldn't want to do that to you. But, like, sometimes you make them feel worse about themselves. Because the things that you create, the way you think, the way you change and adapt, and the way people see you, the way people, like, on an outside perspective look at you, just, like, makes them feel like they don't have anything. Like, they feel even more, like, you're trying to help this person, you're trying to make them see what they have, but when you're around, they actually feel like they have less, because they feel like you have so much. Yeah, they feel like they have less. It's like they're over here trying to nurture this plant, and then they look over at you, and you don't just have one plant, but you have a few, you know? Like, you've been nurturing your garden for a while, so your plants are all blooming, and they look back, and it almost starts to make them feel like, what's the point? Like, I'm never gonna get there. So even though you mean well, and you're trying to make this person feel more free, you're actually making them feel more trapped. The situation isn't what, although there's a lot of care there and you both feel safe to be yourselves, you guys are actually both weakening each other. You're not each other's strength. You're each other's weakness. You tie each other down. Even though there's a lot of emotion there, like there's care, you care about each other, you're just avoiding the inevitable. And you're trying to act like you don't know. Like, you're just dreaming. You're just reminiscing on what could be. I guess it's not reminiscing, but that makes me think there may be a past life energy connected to this. But I do see that both of you will overcome this. Like, I do see a change happening. I really think you're going to take this leap towards this move, whatever it is you want. And I feel like you're going to step into the right place for yourself, where you're going to be feeling seen and understood. And with this, whatever it is you've been thinking about your career, I feel like perhaps you've been thinking like that it's time to make a switch, because wherever you're working just feels like it's not meant for you anymore. Like, it's like it was good for you at one point, but now it's just like you can feel a pull somewhere else, even if you don't know exactly where that is. So I see you've been doing a lot of thinking to kind of figure out where you should be going. And although I don't see exactly where you're going to be going, I do see that you'll be like victorious about this. Also, back to where you're moving with the pyramids in the desert back there, Arizona, if Arizona is something that is called to you, I really think that's significant. Like Macedonia, or that's not, but or Reno. Yeah, like, you thinking of these moves, and especially emphasis on something like Arizona, maybe Texas, Nevada, somewhere around there. If you have been thinking something like that, then it's actually a download that you are getting from not just like spirit, but your higher self and everything. Like, you are feeling drawn to there for a reason. I see if you spend some time thinking and strategizing about this, you will avoid like any unnecessary drama, and you're also going to find more abundance there in a lot of ways. Like, we already kind of went over how there's going to be a sense of community there, but also I do think you're going to be able to find a new sense of love. Yeah. Somebody who can actually hold on to you and nurture you and give you that fulfillment that you're looking for. And vice versa. And if you're not sure, I would meditate on it. Like, do a full meditation. If you haven't done something like that before, look it up on YouTube and just look up something like, I'd say sacral chakra meditation, because you're trying to create a new life. Or you could also go with Mercury retrograde meditation. Mercury retrograde meditation would help you clear out any residue energy, and sacral chakra meditation will help you bring in new energy. So perhaps both would be good for you. There is love in your future, though. So, like, although I don't think the person that you are around right now is the one for you, I do see that there's someone out there who is inspired by you and they want to offer you something, because not only do they see your value, but they see that you haven't been getting what you deserve and they want to be the one to give it to you. I don't think this is somebody you've met yet or somebody you would think of when hearing this. This is somebody either completely new or untouched, if you know what I mean. Like you were just friends or something. But you guys will both inspire each other to rise up. In fact, there may be some sort of like, you guys might build something together, like some sort of business, some sort of project that will impact the world. Like, of course, like it doesn't have to be a huge, large scale. You could just come up with some sort of like, I have like so many ideas that just ran through my mind. I couldn't even grab one. A few of them were like, come up with a yoga routine that like really help people, or come up with like, give advice together, or even just like show other people through each other what it means to be in a secure, healthy relationship. All I know is you two are meant to, like, when you come together, you will secure each other's hope in like the world and spread it to the world, spread hope around together. Lovers. Yeah, there's a deep love there and a lot of passion. A lot of passion. That brings me back to like the sacral chakra. Like, I really think a sacral chakra meditation or sacral chakra yoga will be really beneficial to you right now. But yeah, this will be somebody who not only did you guys manifest each other, but your relationship is also going to be based on friendship, which means you're going to truly see each other and understand each other from such a raw, organic place. And that's what will change the world, even if it's just the butterfly effect. And it's where like your friends and family see your relationship, and so they change in their relationships, and so on and so forth, you know? Whatever it is, it's like a new perspective in the world. It's like a new perspective, yeah, on how a relationship could be. But you will have to leave a few things behind. In fact, you may have to leave your whole world behind because you've outgrown it. I'm thinking of like the saying, like, small fish or big fish in a small pond. You know, sometimes it's okay to be a small fish in a big pond, because the more room you have, the more you can grow, and eventually you'll outgrow that pond too. So if you're scared of going somewhere where you haven't mastered it yet, just know that means that you have room to grow, and it's a reason to go, not a reason to hold back. But I think you already intuitively know this. You just kind of need to hear it out loud before you can begin your rebirth, because you do feel kind of chained, especially to whatever that first love energy I picked up on, not the one that's coming in, but the one that should be exiting your life. Anyways, just trust your intuition, and I think you know great changes are on the horizon for you. It's just a matter of time, honestly. You're already on the way. You're doing amazing. Like, just keep going, follow every intuition hit, and you'll be there sooner than you'll realize.